Exploring the Japanese Kitkat forest. I have no idea what this is going to be from Internet Historian. Let's get into this.
I'm all sticky with the delicious savings honey provides.
That's how you know it's going to be a good one. I have not watched this in advance. This is going to be wild.
This is Samuto Media.
How you doing?
Alright, let's just have a look at weird Japanese candy.
Yeah.
Oh.
One thing they do well is the number of flavors they do. How many different
The amount of Pocky and Kit Kats they do is actually kind of obscene. It's kind of great.
flavors of Kit Kat do you think you could get? 300 unique varieties, half of which are only available in Japan.
Yeah.
Aloe yogurt, apple vinegar.
Ooh, apple pie, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Candy.
Sweet sake. Yo.
Oh, wow. It smells immediately like alcohol.
As it turns out, a huge part of Kit Kat's success story in Japan is due to one fortunate coincidence. Kit Kat...
Kitu katsu. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say it at the same time.
Kit Kat sounds similar to the Japanese phrase, pause,
Kitu katsu.
Kito Katsu. That one.
which means you will surely win. Also, I'm not just being offensive when I say that. It means something. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but can you stop making the sound right before you say Kitu katsu? I find that offensive.
Whoa, Kito katsu, much respect to Ru.
He said it exactly right. That was spot on.
Text to speech.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. That really is great. Hold on. I want to see what happens if I put it in Korean.
Ooh.
오오오오오 키토 카츠 마치 세트 음료.
So what we've established, Korean is just very spooky Japanese. That's all it is.
Chinese. It's. Do you want to hear some Japanese porn?
This is how they do it. This is how they do it.
Okay.
Tokyo's bustling Ginza
Text to speech and by extension, translate to voice. It's always just been an absolute meme.
district, luxury Kit Kats are on full display.
Nice.
Wait, was that Jay from... No, never mind. I thought it was the guy from Red Letter Media.
In general, says Chef Takagi, the Japanese prefer mild flavors rather than aggressive flavors that hit
Like
you over the
wasabi?
head. Takagi's
But isn't wasabi a palate cleanser? I mean, people are not going to be like Kip and mistake it for guacamole. Don't ask how I did it. It just happened. And I just eat the whole thing of wasabi, become violently sick about 3 minutes later. Most people don't do that. It's a palate cleanser, from my understanding.
concocted Kit Kats with flavors like matcha green tea. How big is the Kit Kat in Japan?
They come in many sizes.
Anyone in the mood for a purple sweet potato Kit Kat?
He's not enjoying that at all.
Ooh. Or perhaps you'd like to spice things up with a wasabi Kit Kat.
I'm Gucci, homie. I'm good.
Hey, buddy, go easy on that sake Kit Kat.
He's never eaten a Kit Kat in his life.
He puts it in horizontal and...
This is take 3. They had to stop giving him whole bars because he just kept biting right into them.
You mean the correct way to eat a Kit Kat? You take the whole bar and just take a bite out of it like that. And now that it started the Civil War in the comment section, you're welcome.
He tries to keep talking still. He's just spitting biscuits at everybody.
Go easy on that sake.
It's very good. It's very good. Try it.
Why did he's telling the chef to try?
Very good.
He shouldn't.
Oishii desu ne.
Shouldn't. He should. Fuck. I don't know why I find this funny, but the chef should have dipped some on his finger and then insisted that the host. Things like this, like you got to suggest him because then there's another guy who helps me eat it, and so he's gonna go and create a lot of these assets. So you know. Let's have these two making out.
The guy in the glasses pulls back and goes, "Oh, that is a wonderful flavor."
I like how he had the same reaction to every flavor. Oh, apple. Oh, wasabi. Oh, sweet potato. And it's like all of them are just, yeah. Oh, although he's excited about making them. Jesus. Instant replay that.
Woo. I believe I have passed my exam.
What?
Do you know how high the bars are to be able to say that in that country?
I guarantee you have not.
I believe I have passed my exam.
Oh. I feel like somebody should just take this clip and just like insert the Steve and he just what the hell over it. just the mood, obviously. Right? Just the mood.
Yeah, I love watching like awkward intercultural things. You know what I mean? Like I kind of got the feeling he wanted to bow, but then went, no, that's not quite right. No, we'll high five. Yeah.
I mean, I think at that point, if he did bow, I mean, an attempt was made. I don't think that's not appropriation. Like, an attempt was made. It might come across as awkward to some, but an attempt was made, and it's respectful at the very least.
We did it.
Didn't even do that properly. You missed his pinky.
Nice.
I know I'm early, but ad time.
No.
Honey, I'm home. Have you seen this new bike? Ask me how much it costs. Oh wow, honey man, how much did it? $60 with the Honey browser extension. Yeah,
Amazing.
wow. That's right, because I use the Honey browser extension. It finds the best deals across the web. When you go to checkout, simply click the button and it'll apply the best discounts. So simple. Oh look, a friendly bee. Honey, honey, get my EpiPen ready. They get a commission from the seller, so no ads, no registration, and it's totally free. 2 buttons. Done. It's one of the most popular apps on the store. And use joinhoney.com/internet store so they know who sent you. He's a friend of mine. I've been Honey's man. And remember to say no to racism. Ads over.
Yeah.
Long man.
Oh, yes! We did a commercial react to this. It's not anywhere, so I might have to, like, enough time has to pass, and I'll do it. Oh, Long Man is... Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. There he is! I love him.
Oh, Japan's fucking great.
I love that man.
Why does he keep walking around with this short one? He knows the long one exists.
He's doing his best.
I love it.
Oh, I see it coming. He's gonna run away with him.
Yep.
I'm calling it.
It's gonna happen. I love that man. Oh! Don't. The moral of the story: don't cheat on your partner, because then your now ex-partner and the person you were going after are just gonna get together and leave you in the dust.
Wow, that's quite a character arc.
It's so good.
Why did he even need to think about it? She literally was ready to drop him at the second of the hat, like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is also candy. Wow, what's that fish?
Fimsh.
That front... it's like an anteater of a fish, that front one.
What?
Is this really what you can buy in a grocery store? You walk up, 5 fish on a plate, fuck it.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, it wouldn't also surprise me, as, you know, Japan is, you know, ocean locked, right?
That looks like the thing from the Fantastic Four.
You don't know this, but that's the escape pod from the bottom of a sea turtle. The turtle's just the vehicle.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's what a turtle looks like without its shell.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're much smaller than they lead on.
At that point, we got bored. So we started looking at Japan on Google Street View. Let's go to Toyota. I didn't know Toyota was a place.
No fucking way. This is not. First of all, who got this camera angle? You're not even on top of a building.
I'm reminded of the fact that, people in Japan were trying to smuggle drugs and stuff via drones. So then the police got on drones, and they had in-air drone battles, and it was the most fun some people have had, right?
Wow, this car has no wheels.
Nice.
They're light years ahead of us.
See, look, this one doesn't have... Do you have any idea what this is with no English writing? No, of course not. Japanese person could look right at that and be like, yeah, that's the STD clinic where they remove crabs.
Oh,
Everything
that's
kind of
not...
looks like it.
Aru... I'm trying to... It's because it's... So, Aru Baito. I'm trying to figure out what that romanizes into. Blech, words brain. Tobacco is that one. Does that just say big?
It's lacking a storefront.
Yeah.
No, it's not big. That's sake, obviously. So liquor. Biku? Yeah, it's ku. Oh, I'm so
Liquor
lost.
barn.
Liquor barn. I barely know her.
Everybody knows that's a liquor barn. Look at the cat. Look at the turtle on the front. What else could it be?
Is it the same vending machine? I think it is.
They got 100 per person over there. 100 vending machines
So many vending machines.
per person. That's a stat.
Really? That's not
Yeah.
true.
No. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like
Yeah, but then you're talking about like over 1 billion vending machines.
it is more than one per person.
Jesus.
It is
Yeah.
more than one per person because I've heard the
Are you
stat.
sure not
that-
just talking about like refrigerators?
Nah, because the articles always then jump into. Japan is currently home to 5.5 million vending machines, so I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Gifu. That sounds nice.
It's pronounced Jifu. Come on,
Jifu.
man.
No, it is not!
We ended up on a river.
This looks so clean. I would love this in my backyard.
Well, it's not that clean. Why aren't they?
That's what? 70s, 80s? No, it has to be 60, 70 architecture, right? Oh man, now I have to
using
know
windows.
Are
the legend.
more of an Apple family. I'll just leave the call.
Well, like I mean, this is like a pretty big hole to have in the wall, and it doesn't seem like there's any space for a window, and they've just covered it with a net. Maybe it's like you know when Japanese people get sick and they wear those medical masks.
No fucking way. You get a bit of a cough and have to wrap your house in a pesticide tent.
Yeah, that's right.
The top one might be a bit of a walkout balcony, sort of, that they don't want bugs in. The bottom bit, I have no idea why they would do it that way.
But it's not like you could easily take off the net.
Yeah, why
it
is
kinda
it-
goes all the way around the.
Why is it on the outside? Yeah.
Oh, look, he's fishing, but he seems to be fishing in the wrong direction.
Don't worry. Well, clearly, this is someone that is just taking their rod up the road.
Like,
I mean,
He's probably walked away now that the Google car that's like off-roaded its way down to this little river has
Yeah.
scared off all the fish.
yeah.
how did it get here? Oh, look, there's
Don't
more
worry about it.
fishing. Okay. If I was this dude, I'd be pretty mad at these dudes who had just gone 100 yards upstream.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, they're far enough away. Doesn't really matter.
They're just gonna pull like a fucking bluefin tuna out of the water. What about what about Kyoto? That's a place. That's the anagram lovers Tokyo.
There.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And they're on the
Down a bit. Yeah.
I know where
No.
Kyoto is.
Yes, this part of the map that I definitely could not see when I said it. That's
There.
But he never found it.
Oh
This doesn't feel as efficient.
no.
Like, you just want the pole to go straight down into the ground, surely. But in Japan, they like to...
the trains over there are magnetic, so when the trains aren't running on them, everything's sort of off center because the poles are repelling them away. But then when the train comes by, it all sort of snaps into place. You see.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was going to say that this is kind of a dangerous train line, but if it all just snaps
God.
back into place.
I
Are
love
we
it.
allowed to go to the suicide forest?
I mean,
Please don't.
they got real upset when Logan Paul came.
Yeah, because I have vented ad nauseum about Logan Paul and how I feel anyone doing anything with Logan Paul after that is just a brand risk, honestly. And then Cryptosuit came along. Dude is actually just a walking brand risk. I'm not even scared to punch up on that one. Like, please don't. Just have respect for the dead. Just don't.
Came out seemingly holding a camera, so I can't imagine they would let Google people there.
Whoa. Did we just find
Sake.
Please. How do you just get this level of cringe? I'm convinced that Logan Paul doesn't have a single like autonomous thought in his body. Like it's all just other people feeding thoughts into him. He's just the vessel.
Suicide Force?
Christ, if I had to walk through this fucking far to find something interesting, I'd kill myself too. Are you joking?
I was worried we'd just walk past a whole bunch of blurred out faces.
Nah.
Please don't. No.
It's just hanging from every tree. And
There's
some
no.
have spots
This
for everyone.
isn't the actual. So you don't just drive up, jump out, and hang yourself. It's like deep. It's like one particular place past a temple, I think.
Yeah, but they've got like
For content's sake, let's leave the location of this ambiguous, huh?
convenient spots as well. You know, it's
But
Japanese.
if you want to drive by suicide, I mean, they make it easier.
To clarify, no shade at internet historian or Sumito. Obviously, they're just having humor. If anything, this is just me punching up at Logan Paul. Just yeah, the thing is like, while creators like Sumito and internet historian can joke about things like this, the unfortunate part is that there's people that aren't going to joke about this, and people that are actually going to do what Logan Paul did, and people that are going to seek this out for content, right? You know, this, I would argue, is a fine use of the content, fine use of the concept, you know, a little bit of dark humor, but ultimately it is fine. However, I mean, you know, have respect for the dead.
For you, you just stick your head out of the window. You don't even need to get out of the car.
Yeah, you just drive past these and it's just a noose thing. You just have to sort. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I can't believe you said that.
Well, we'll find out whether or not I did post editing.
Okay, we're going the wrong way.
Christ, man, look at where we were.
Yeah.
We
Big
weren't gonna get
forest.
anywhere on foot.
Big.
It's a sizable forest.
Fuck me, we were walking this way too, towards the wind. Oh, look at that! Look, one of the Zelda temples. The Motusu Wind Cave, Lake Motusu. You know, property here's got to
Matosu? What?
be expensive.
All right, let's go to the camping ground.
See, if we did have to legitimately find where the suicide forest was, my guess would be around here. You come in, you say you're camping, everybody goes to sleep. You go disappear into the woods.
That's unfortunately not how that works.
He's not going out for a suicide, is he? No, he's just going for a quick... Oh, not again.
Oh.
Sit down and shut up.
Like these guys are waving, and then there's the guys eating. This guy behind the umbrella wasn't sure whether or not he wanted to be in the picture.
Is it one of those umbrella hats?
Oh, of course it is. Of course, you can't waste a hand.
Amazing.
That is pretty neat.
That's pretty
$6.
Everybody who buys one seems to be pretty happy with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't do any merch on my channel, but I might. I'm thinking about it.
If you guys want to support Internet Historian's second channel, there's a link down below for an Internet Historian umbrella. Pick it up for $29.99 off Etsy.
Now, we're starting to get quite clever here. It's made of tiny cocktail umbrellas.
Yeah, that's not a shot of the back of her. That's the front of her. You can tilt it down. When you wear
Amazing.
your umbrella hat, do you wear it in defense mode or in attack mode? When
Defense.
you're wearing it.
Defense mode.
I mean,
Look at that smiling. Look at him smiling.
if I don't
Everybody loves this hat.
need to worry about, look at the banana one on the kid. Did you see that? His mouth is exposed. Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh man, I thought he just plastic over the entire bucket. You're a banana.
This guy isn't terribly happy about it.
Yeah, he heard your comments before. Just wanted to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
This is the mom of the banana kid. Has to be.
That's the father.
100%.
Is that Casey Neistat? No. Yeah, no, this is Liar.
There you go. His hair looks damn good. It's doing its job.
Do you want to just look at umbrella hats for the next, 15 minutes?
That's what I was prepared to do. Yeah.
This is when you graduate.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
That's a little tight around the head, I'll be honest. If you got a slightly larger size, that might have been best. There's a Roblox skin that's got an
please
umbrella
no.
hat on it.
Where?
One bar up. That one there.
I hate it.
Oh, shit, boys.
When you got a oof, but it's raining.
Keep your dog dry?
Yeah. I mean,
Dog-
the front 10% of them, yeah. Because, dog bodies don't just come down from their head the way ours do.
Look, this will make sense, but why the bow tie?
Don't worry about it. It's
I
festive.
don't understand why this guy's wearing it. He's indoors.
Okay, yeah, that
Off
one might be a
sleep.
bit much.
Obviously.
What's the point of this one with the upside down bit?
I'm guessing it's like if you're thirsty later, there's a bit of a straw that comes down and runs to your mouth.
There's actually a TV here, and he picks up satellite.
Yeah. Fendi high fashion umbrella hat.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was looking so moody.
Oh, he's a model. Stupid me thinking he was just being emotional.
No.
Look at that. The backward Fs. Yeah, of course it's Fendi.
I've got a theory. Why?
Literally, what is Fendi? I've never heard of this brand. Clearly shows how good they've encapsulated my attention.
All high fashion now looks like shit. So,
yeah.
You're saying at one point it didn't, though.
Well, I think it's going in the direction of being...
Okay. To be fair, though, like 1920s, like flapper vamp, pre Great Depression, right? Everybody's wearing suits. I mean, I guess in Britain land, right? People still just wear suits, right? They still wear like suits and vests and fancy vests and stuff, right? But like that is like high fashion, I would argue. Not whatever. I already forgot what the F brand is. Literally shows how good their marketing is. I feel like somehow they're gonna see this and they're gonna put a cease and desist, being like, "Kip, you're actually just stupid."
being continually more shit. So you imagine a product line like H&M, right?
Yeah.
So they deal in high volume, bulk sales,
Of course.
So what they want to do is find clothes that the most people wear. So they want to find things that the most people actually like. Competing against them technically would be high fashion brands like Gucci and all the rest.
Yeah.
If Gucci made a really nice sweater, let's say it was like a sensible looking one, kind of like this. Gucci makes this.
Right.
Well, H&M can just basically do the exact same thing, and they're going to sell a ton of them and do it much cheaper. So instead, what you do if you're Gucci is make a sweater like this that a tiny proportion of the population would ever buy, which means H&M couldn't sell it. Because I
mean, it's more or less like Gucci is like it's the brand, right? You're buying it because it's Gucci. You're not necessarily buying it because it's arguably even good or even fanciful, right? You're buying because of the brand name, right?
number of people who would actually ever buy it is so low.
Right.
And then it becomes like a sort of standout feature. That's why high fashion is going in that direction. It's got to look like shit because other retailers can't.
There's no way that Gucci thought that this would be okay. There's no way. You cannot tell me that. So here's the thing about businesses, right? So say, for example, if I worked at a business, right, and I was a larger business, bordering on corporation, right, or maybe even a corporation, if I'm going to put, like, Twitch, for example, right, how Twitch put out their recent, as of recording, so they put out their recent, we're going to make non-affiliates have to deal with the affiliate restrictions, not streaming on the platform and stuff like that, and then they later redacted it saying, we're sorry, we actually didn't mean that, it's not going to be good for Twitch, it's not going to be for creators, right? You don't just put something like this out. Gucci knows what they're putting out. The amount of redundant checks through legal, through HR, the amount of things that they have to go through in order to actually get a product out, much less a post, much less a product out. There's no way that this would pass QA. There's no way that this would have passed internal QA. So what this tells me is that Gucci puts this out hoping to garner attention, because honestly, they're still going to make money off of it anyways, and it's going to be just cheaper for them to issue an apology. I guarantee you, if I read the apology, if there was an apology, well, yeah, because they said there was an apology, they pull it from store. If I read the apology, it'd probably be the most PR thing ever. I it's like companies will do this to see how big they can push, how far they can push that envelope. Look at Twitch, right? Twitch was hoping that their restrictions on non-affiliates and non-partners, so just your average Twitch person, right? Restricting streaming to other platforms, further revenue issues, the stuff that they were putting in that thing they put out recently, they were hoping that would pass. Maybe a little bit of like murmur, a little bit of, discontent, malcontent, right? But ultimately, it's not, they put it out to see if it would pass, but they lose nothing by redacting it, except more public image, which Twitch is public image right now is arguably not very good. So Gucci, I mean, like, as a business, you putting this out, I mean, I don't see this as me being a snowflake. I don't see this as me being easily to offend. I'm really not. I played on Xbox 360, Xbox Live, right? I've heard some stuff. I think that this is unacceptable for a brand with cognizance to not understand the implications of this, especially with your redundancy and your QA checks. I at that point just do better, right? It's not a campaign to cancel. It's just do better, expect better. If this happens again, just do better. It's like hold them accountable.
Unsell it.
I found a YouTube channel the other day that just like runs up to like streetwear, like people who look like they've sort of put together an outfit with Supreme and Gucci and all that, and just ask them how much their outfit costs.
Yeah.
He'll just go, "Can you run your outfit from top to bottom?" They'll go, "Oh, this is a Supreme shirt, $250. Nike Air Force Ones, $190." He ends up like backstage at a Drake concert, and Drake's like dressed like he's about to go out, and he's got like.
I almost said literally who. I have like vague understanding of who Drake is. Vague understanding.
Tom Ford everything. The thumbnail, by the way, is $1 million outfit. Okay, and I was like, bull.
Mate, I could pick that up for like $200.
Bull fucking shit. No fucking way.
Yeah.
And he goes, Tom Ford or some company jacket, $10,000. I was like, okay, that's 90% of your outfit because you're wearing a jacket, pants, and shoes, and we're only at $10,000. Crocodile.
It'll be like the watch.
His fucking watch was $750,000.
So, I mean, theoretically, he could also sell the quote-unquote $1 million outfit as a branding thing too, right? And that's like, we're getting into a hypothetical branding thing situation, right? Where like what CoffeeZilla has the $10 million studio, right? Is the studio monetarily worth $10 million? No, it's a branding thing, right? As far as I'm aware, I mean, someone could actually enlighten me if this is somehow worth $10 million. I digress, right? The construction of it being worth 10 mil. However, you know, if I was to say make the Kip $1 million outfit, right? It's not that my outfit cost $1 million. It could be a branding thing of this is worth $1 million, right? That I am with this, you know, I exude the presence of being $1 million, right? You know, I feel like I'd be a little pretentious to do something like that. You know, it could be a branding thing as well. I mean, I do think also that your watch making up 3/4 of the cost. I think that's cheating a little bit. But I mean, once again, I mean this man clearly has the money to do this, where I don't. So who has the better brand sense if we look at it objectively, right?
Yeah.
Richard Mill and a diamond necklace for $200K. So he was at $950K with his 2 pieces of jewelry. And he goes, must be the first $1 million outfit on your YouTube show, huh? Isn't that crazy? It's a watch and a necklace. You could be naked, otherwise you would have hit that number.
I couldn't imagine, like, even if I was a billionaire, I couldn't imagine spending $750,000 on a fucking watch.
I don't get watches.
I bought a watch, and it's like I'm walking down the street, and I'm constantly bumping into like lampposts and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Oh great, it's got a fucking scratch on it. That's worthless now.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you imagine how much fun you could have with you could do so much just fun, frivolous stuff. I'm not even saying don't waste the money, but just buy like $100,000 worth of paper cups and then just throw them out of a window and just like that would be a better experience.
I just want you to understand what $100,000 worth of paper cups. Throw them out a window. You could fill an Olympic swimming pool. You could build an apartment complex if you stacked them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Imagine the tree fort you could make out of just paper cups, or get a billboard for $200,000 that just says like "No girls allowed," and then you put that right in front of the paper cup tree house.
Okay, so coming to Drake's defense, I'm actually gonna, and not even play devil's advocate. Okay, so I'm actually gonna come to the defense of people that do buy certain expensive clothes, right? So when you have a vision of success, when you have an image to uphold, it does make sense. So, for example, I used to work at a financial institution, right? I didn't work for, let's just not go down that route because I don't want to get into details of the financial institution. I worked for a financial institution. It is a larger financial institution, let's put it that way. So when I worked there, I was support. I was a person that you would call. I would not be customer member facing. I wouldn't be anything like that. So, therefore, office policy could be, you could be a little lax. Obviously, don't show up in your pajamas. You show up in like a polo, show up in like a little button up. I had a buddy I worked with, absolutely loved working with him. Unfortunately don't talk to him anymore. Seems like we just kind of drifted apart. But I used to, this man showed up in, I think it was a Zelda hoodie, potentially a Naruto hoodie at one point. I mean, and it was acceptable as per office policy because we weren't member facing. Now, if I was in, which I actually probably could have actually gone up to that point if there were any openings, wealth management. I actually was doing certain wealth management stuff because wealth management was unfortunately just they were dealing with other things at the time, so therefore I had to deal with private clients. Really good at what I did, let's put it that way. So if I were to be a wealth management and or private client specialist, right? You know, I would be showing up wearing a tux, you know, whether that be a summer suit where it's more thin, you know, whether that be a colder months, a winter suit, a full-on thick suit. I actually have 2 suits in my closet. I just don't ever wear it because I don't have the means to, don't have the reason to. You know, absolutely, I would be, you know, making sure maybe I'm slicking my hair back, looking crisp, looking professional. If I wanted to go the extra mile, maybe have some sort of watch, you know, not necessarily a Rolex, anything that expensive, but you want to have some sort of professionality. So Drake, say, going into backstage, going on stage, going on set, you know, whatever Drake's doing, right? Who has an image to uphold of this successful, I almost said creator. The successful public figure, right? He has an image to uphold. You know, can he necessarily not wear a $200,000? It was something, but then there was the watch as well, which was like $250,000. Could he theoretically get away with it? Yeah, I mean, $11,000 jacket. You know, you got shoes that are multi-thousands, pants that are in the thousands. You know, I think there could be a point of excess, absolutely. You know, however, I do understand, and I will cite that having an image to uphold in certain aspects, especially as a public figure, is going to work. So, for example, if I showed up to stream, right, and I did an IRL cam, right, and I was wearing effectively a pillowcase, right, I was wearing a white shirt, you know, you go to a Friday Night Magic, you'd expect certain individuals to show up, right, if that makes sense, not calling anyone specific out. I'm just like, the type of shirt, right, you know, versus someone like Amaranth, versus someone like Asmongold, you know, maybe Asmongold has more than just his base shirt on today, right? Someone, you know, like internet historian, right, who tries to present this outward appearance, right? They're upholding an image. You know, there's a reason I don't wear. There's a reason I got the clothes I do. Let's put it that way. It also fits my design motif. But you get the point, right? Where if someone shows up and it looks like they don't care about themselves, and or it doesn't look like the part they're playing, people will look at you as lesser. So therefore, in certain circumstances, it is actually beneficial, if not warranted, to have this outward appearance, this tailored, professional, high-value outward appearance for your image. I know that was a long segue. That was coming to the defense of that, because don't get me wrong, if I get my first $1 million, which I'm hoping, I want to make sure that I'm set, and I want to start paying off some people I know, some debts. That's just the kind of person I am. I want to make sure that I'm stable and have a continuous income so I can help other people as well. That's been my goal since day one.
Literally duct tape it, throw it on the water, and now you have your own fucking island. It'd be huge. That, according to the environment, is never going to disappear. So, like, it's permanent. That's an island now.
No, dude, it's paper cups. It's biodegradable.
Okay, so it's fantastic. You've got a year to enjoy the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Oh man, we could have so much fun with $750,000, and it's like, what are you going to spend it on? Oh, it tells the time. Where were we? Umbrella hat.
Holy shit! Good. This is where we started.
Legend.
They're all on their way to the suicide forest. It's their last day. They're having lunch together. Oh yeah, it's a Coke.
This dude's just drinking petrol, though. The other one.
The legend.
These are just small bottles of 91 unleaded.
Yeah.
Everyone in Japan's on their way to committing suicide.
Very occasionally, they will decide against it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to find that now.
And we'll bump into something else. Oh, is that Mount Fuji?
Fuji Milkland.
Oh.
I want to go to Milkland.
It's got to be a dairy.
Please be an amusement park.
Right?
Please be an amusement park. Please be an amusement park.
It's not.
It's just like
there's cows.
Oh,
that's the good
I was
first
hoping
step.
it'd be a lady. Oh, didn't let us go in.
Come on, Google.
Cows are disgusting. As somebody that's lived in Idaho, right? Let's put it this way: our field trips in school were going to a dairy farm. Let's put it that way. I also used to work at a fertilizer plant for a short time as well. I'd deliver fertilizer to certain plants and certain farms and areas, right? Cows are just disgusting to be around. They smell. It's if you go to a dairy farm, if you go to a cow farm, just be prepared for the smell. That's all I can say. I mean, there are people that can do it 24/7. There are people that can, are cattle farmers, absolutely. To you, I salute. You are an unsung hero.
Don't tell me you had a dude drive by this place and not pull in just for a second.
So what are you going to do when you call these people? Is your refrigerator running or something?
I don't think they're going to answer in English, so I think the joke's going to die right away.
It will.
if you were to be Japanese and you wanted to just buy some land in Japan, you didn't care where it was, you just wanted to buy some cheap land, do you think it exists? Or do you think pretty much every...
I actually have the answer to this, kind of. So there are places in Japan where unfortunately the older population is now expiring, and they are desperately needing bodies to fix up older homes and stuff. Like, there are actually, like, I believe old shrines even, old shrines and complexes that, this is on the higher end, obviously, right? That people are, they need people to fix up. So, like, the actual payment for it is very low. However, you do and are required to, you do have to and are required to fix up the land. You are required to fix up the property. It's almost like Kip's looked into this. $250,000, all I'm saying. But, like, yeah, it's one of those things that, like, you are required to fix it up, but it is a very low barrier to entry in that regard. So there technically are cheaper portions of land, plots of land. There are definitely going to be more expensive, right? I mean, like, if you want to be close to Tokyo, right? Aki Prefecture, right? I mean, obviously you're going to be paying a premium. Versus if you're going to go somewhere like maybe like North Island, or you're going to go somewhere more rural, right? So depends on the area, but yes, there is actually cheaper land and cheaper buildings. You know, sometimes they come with a caveat: you have to fix this up. Which, I mean, oh darn, I have to do home renovations, and from my calculations on some of them, it still comes out to less than buying a house here in the U.S.
Everything is bought up.
Realestate.co.jp.
Yeah. Okay, 111, 112 yen.
Right, so about 100. So 159 mil.
1.5 mil.
So that's an amount of money.
Let's head
that's
to the
Central
middle
Japan,
of nowhere. $5,500 US.
Yeah, but this is 2,000 square feet. This is like just a house. We'd have to build a house.
That's all right. We set up a little tent, so we should go here. All right.
Look at that. The sign still. Oh, look at this. We'd have to get a weed whacker, but I'm down. I like the idea. That is nuts. 6.
I mean, you could do that very easily. Someone with enough contracting experience could just do this 100%. I would argue it, depending on the materials you're wanting to use, if it's readily available or not. I mean, obviously, it's Japan. It's an independent nation. It's going to have its own resources, right? However, you know, if you use a specific lumber company in the U.S., for example, or a lumber company from Europe or something like that, I don't know. Depending on the logistics and the thing you're wanting to use, it might be more expensive to ship it there.
Grand, you can't buy any sort of land here for $6,000.
No.
Well, hold on a minute.
I mean, maybe in like Montana.
Get ready to
well,
cry.
I think we're in like the Montana of Japan.
Oh, that.
All right, we're gonna buy. And where are you? You're in.
I'm in Virginia.
Very expensive. East Coast is very populated.
Virginia. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Here we go.
5,000 square feet for $2,000 in Dansville, Virginia.
All right.
So that's a lot, and you also have to check what it's zoned for.
Let's get this one. Zero Street. Have you ever heard of a zero?
Well, maybe because there's nothing there. Oh, we could probably make up a fucking number.
Yeah.
It's our place.
Hey.
We could be 69th Street. Blaze
Nice.
it. Welcome to our radish farm.
Nice.
There's a Walgreens up the road. Look at this. And a cemetery. That's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, where is this place? Let's do a quick street view.
This little patch of forestiness right there. That's our radish farm. We're gonna have to knock down the trees.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so much. I've always wanted to chop down a bunch of trees. Listen, man, I'll send you $2,000 if you want to start the process of buying this land.
Give me a phone number. 4444444. Don't spam this guy.
Somebody's actually calling.
Come on, buddy. It's 6 p.m. You want to sell the place or not?
Apparently not.
This is... Leave me a message, please.
So, I mean, to be fair, in defense, because I actually had people that did this in a couple jobs I was at, they would clock out 5 till. Policy said, and I was actually enforced consistently, well, oh, Kip, you have to be here, till after the exact... I've literally had people come in with complex questions, literally 5 seconds to me being off, and I've had to take the whole thing while other people clock out 5 minutes till and don't get in trouble. Kip problems. But, I mean, to be fair, about 15 minutes till, unless you have a quick question, just don't call a place that's closing. I mean, general rule of thumb, it's kind of like if at a restaurant, the restaurant's closing in 20 minutes, you come in with a 15 top, and you're just like, yes, I would like all of your menus, please. It's like, bruh.
Okay.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I
options.
want to buy this lot. I want to buy it bad.
Hey, how you doing, Ernestine? I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. This lot that you have on 0 Street, I think it'd be excellent for a bit of a project that I'm doing. I want to knock down the trees. I want to turn it into a little bit of a radish farm idea that I've sort of had since I was a child. It's in the perfect location. If you could give me a call back and let me know the acidity of the soil so that I know whether or not it's going to work, I'd really appreciate it. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
I feel like that's not an egregious question to ask, though, or at the very least, ask for the ability to take a soil sample. I mean, I feel like in certain cases that's not actually an egregious thing.
I think maybe an email would be a little more effective.
Eh.
Hold on, I'm going to come over. Just stay right there.
And scene transition, here we are. Right.
Oh,
Sorry,
hey.
it was a long flight, yeah.
Nah, it's all right.
How you doing?
Just hung out here for 16 hours.
What do you think?
Well, so, I mean, like, this is just prime dirt
Right.
for growing anything.
Right.
He said the D word. It's soil.
The viscosity.
Let me...
Hold on, I just want to take this moment to say, right now, we are finally, literally, in the field.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
viscous.
My God.
It's
Yeah,
definitely non-Newtonian.
That sounds good.
Yeah. We gotta... So, for radishes specifically...
What? What? No, tell me about the radishes.
you need the dirt to be under a pH of negative.
I feel like people are gonna laugh at this, but this is genuinely just like my biggest thing as a content creator is seeing like people who have their thing or know a thing that is like a lot of us don't. Just like I don't know a lot of things. I feel like I come across as knowing a lot of things, and I do know a lot of things, but I still don't know more of a lot of things, if that makes sense, right? So hearing about this is just fascinating to hear like, oh, this is their expertise. This is what they've researched in the field, and they're so passionate about explaining it. I love it. It's perfect.
-20. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So you need it very acidic.
It sounds extremely acidic.
So when you wanna test the pH of something, most people think you need tubes or vials or any sort of liquid.
Right.
When you've been doing this as long as I have, you can really hear the pH level.
Right.
Okay. So you just kind of wanna just right into the side of your head, you know. So this is negative. I'd say between -19 and -26. Relatively low pH. So this is excellent for radishes.
Right.
Right.
Which pH does, in fact, go negative. Fun fact. I had to have a whole conversation with my sister. Actually, passed. I went to some college. My sister did more college. Let's put it that way. And we have science conversations all the time. Because I'm not. I may come across as dingus, but I'm not an idiot. And I actually do like talking about chemistry and stuff.
Do you have a radish on you that we could...
I do.
I questioned him off screen, and eventually, the truth came out.
Amazing.
No, I don't have a radish on me.
Okay, well, let's just move to the next location then.
All right, yeah, let's give it a go.
Unironically, there's an SCA event coming up next week, and I was debating on leaving the state for a little bit just to go on a trip, and I was like, travel vlog. It's funny. Amazing. Ah, the dab.
Well, we made it.
All right. That first location, let's be honest, that first location was amateur.
Yeah.
The dirt didn't sound right. The viscosity was all over the charts.
Nice.
This is what you're looking for.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
You see how this is corn here.
Right.
These are this is what kernels look like before. This is what soda's made of.
That's amazing.
Right.
Look at that.
When they're more mature, they look more like, you know, you city folk think corn just looks like corn. It doesn't. It looks like, it looks like this. It looks like corn.
Right, would you like to try some?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You see,
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it's you don't go from soil to little sprout with cotyledons to just corn stalk. There are stages of growth. In
You
this.
think everything's just like a nice refined hamburger. This is real corn.
Amazing.
No artificial flavors, no flavor at all. Mostly tastes like grass. Mostly grass.
Corn is also from Aliens, says my high school plant sciences teacher.
Mostly tastes like grass. I'll be honest, I don't think this is corn.
No, it was not. I'm like, how long is he gonna hold out? No, it isn't. No, it was not. Triticale is also really cool, and we actually had quesadillas made out of triticale, which is like, I think it's related to corn. Oh god, it's been way too long. Like triticale though.
That was Samito Media. He does a very comfy look at the latest memes, and he is way undersubbed. His content is fantastic. But before this video is over, I'm going to Japan. So apparently this building was abandoned in, what did you say, 2010? 2010. I met up with a very nice Japanese local who took me to a spooky abandoned building. Jesus. Nature takes it back quickly.
Yeah?
I can see him claimed the bowling pin. Holy shit. Someone's just tossed it down the stairs.
So this was a bowling alley, arcade, pachinko parlor.
Huh.
Fucking spooky, dude. So that's the old bowling alley.
And there's still pins and...
Because 2010 was before the Fukushima Daiichi incident, which, it was March 11th, which I now relate that with my birthday, let's put it that way, which is sad and depressing. I'm very curious, 2010? Would it be local economy, maybe?
a ball, if you want to...
Hell yeah. There's photos, just photos everywhere. They've got all these pachinko balls here that have just been thrown down the gutter. Yeah.
More breakers.
What if there's someone fucking in there?
Probably is.
If someone pops their fucking head out from there, I'm gonna freak out.
Just leave him be. If there's someone up there, just leave him be.
Oh, just some lady with long fucking hair.
That's the one.
Title screen from The Last of Us.
That's exactly what I thought when I came in this place, yeah.
This is the ball-bearing storage room. Look at that.
Ball.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't look over.
Yeah, it's just filled with them.
That's amazing.
Ball.
Oh, fuck off.
Man.
Take your time.
Okay, alright.
All to the side.
So we're going down a fucking glass-covered, ball-bearing and spread half-banistered, abandoned dark stairway in the middle of rural Japan.
On the plus side, though, there's more pictures of creepy children.
Nice. Well, not nice, but potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's our Logan Paul moment.
Aww. Wait, yeah, someone put that for effect, right? There's no fucking way. I have to aggressively back. No one actually died. Yeah, fair.
This is the classic model. It comes with bowling balls.
Oh, spooky. Oh, no, not spooky. It's porn.
Nice! Nice.
So yeah, you see where that orangey door is? That's where the weird, like, otaku heaven is.
Let's go.
Let's go in.
It's half my audience. Alright. Here's the classy moment, fellas.
Define.
There's porno mags, but the box
Yeah.
is where the special stuff is. Here is just a box full of hentai tentacle porn.
Huh.
Filled to the rafters.
Ah, spider.
Huh.
The quality of these screenshots are pretty magic.
That's some
Oh
low
yeah, he's got a
quality.
tiny little TV for it.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet.
No, no! Oh, I thought I escaped Pon Pon Pon. You never escape it.
Over Sonic, who isn't?
Yeah. That's all I got, yeah.
Also, I did an interview with these guys. Specifically, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you'll find them to be a very good resource. Thanks to Japanese Local for showing me around and helping me make my flight home. Check out Sumito's channel. Look at that sub count.
Yeah.
Get honey. Because it's fucking free and it'll save you money.
It's very spooky.
Like, that was wild. I like that. And sorry for the cut in the middle. Google decided to force open a new tab and have my, like, legal name shown. Like, hey, would you like to sign into this random thing? So I apologize for that. I'm trying to QA these as best as I can, but sometimes Google just wants to dox you. Should probably just move over to Opera at this point. But yeah, no, little bit of a longer episode. Hope you all enjoyed this. This was magical in certain aspects. Enjoying Internet Historian and the Incognito Mode channel, and I hope you are as well. So see you next time.